Alright, so I got my Redcat Valkyrie. Let me fix this cam. And I put the Prolines on it. I ran my Max with these too. It was really fun. So let's see how this thing runs, you know? It's 4S. So I got a 4S CNHL, I think it is. 8400. Look at that thing. Ooh, screams with those wheels. Ooh, look at the brakes on that biatch. Ooh, screamer. I think it looks good. I mean, I thought it would rub, but it doesn't. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll run these on this. I really like this truck. I'm not good with the steering trim though. I'm still learning it. You could like do wheel by wheel too, I think. Let me see. So, oh, okay. The trim would be what? The dual rate? Let me see. So wait, let's see. Right, and then what's this? I can't tell. That might be right. Right? I guess. I don't know. Alright, the car runs nice though. I think with these wheels too, it runs a little better. Ooh, brakes are a little strong there. Can you program these ESCs on the, anybody know about that? The Redcat? Can you program it? Man, it screamed by though, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I got school this weekend. I'm studying AI and Copilot and Azure for Microsoft and Python language, machine learning, things like this. Oh, almost clipped that pole. You don't want to clip anything like that. That's how you break the A-arm or the hinge pin. That's how much I know. That's how often I do it. Oh, he's back on his feet coming at us. Oh, screaming. Yeah, I really like the way these move. These are a little bit bigger in diameter and wider, but the car needs that, I think, a little bit, you know. Look at that thing. Pretty mean. Wow. The devil. The Redcat devil is here. We are ready to go, bro. You see, I think I'm hitting the wrong button. I think I'm an idiot here. Let me see. What's steering EPA? Is that it? I think that's all I'm gonna get. But anyway, let's take it out in the street. We got a little pavement over here. Let's hit the pavement. Right? Remember when we used to say we do sales? We're gonna hit the pavement, go door to door. Selling vacuum cleaners. I remember one lady, she said to me, she said, hey, do you know how to sell vacuum cleaners? I said, no. She goes, well, you better, because my husband's coming up the steps right now. I was like, shit. Fuck. Look at me go, look at me go. Here, ready? Wheelies. Oh, those things are ballooning, bro. Oh my God, I hope they still work. Let's check them. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna rip these things off the damn rim, see? Yeah, it's coming off right there. I gotta watch. Alright, we gotta drive easy. Loud. Oh, I know why it's loud. Got all kinds of stuff sticking in here, causing all kinds of problems. Look at this, rocks. It's all kinds of stuff. Oh, there you go. There's the guy who goes, oh, there it is. All right, the noise is gone. All right, there you go. I was like, there was a lot of noise. Thought I broke something. I'm always breaking something. What the hell else is new? That's why I gotta eat gummies, you know? Yeah, baby. Oh shit, right through the stick. Oh, he took the stick with him, look at that. Or she, whatever you want to call her. Alright. I'm gonna hit my own ankle. Yeah, I might have to glue these tires though, so I could tell. Or move them to the back. The one in the front with all the glue already on it. But I want to buy more of these. I like these tires. But I want it, so this car is weird. So if anybody has a Redcat Valkyrie, you know that there's 17mm hex. And you can't go backwards. But 17mm tires, hex tires, are usually big. This is the smallest thing I could find that would fit on this, besides the ones that come with it, which are out of stock. I'm like, where the hell can I get, you know, a 17-inch hex with a decent tire that's not too wide? Because this thing, the tires that it has, they're not that wide. You guys know the truck. So I'm like, if anybody has any suggestions, J Concept, and Proline. But you know what's funny? My friend Matt, I have a buddy Matt I grew up with, okay? We both started with the RC cars when we were kids. And he builds cars that J Concepts is coming out with called the Reactor. So I texted him and I said, I see that Reactor car reminds me of your cars. He goes, oh, I know Jason. So I didn't know my friend Matt knew Jason of J Concepts. And I was like, I'm pretty proud of my friend. And my buddy doesn't do YouTube or nothing. He just does these races indoors. He has so many trucks this guy built. He lets a kid ride one that the dad died of cancer. And I was really touched. And my friend, his mom, saved my life one day. I had rode a bike off a ramp in the woods behind his house and got a stick in my eye. It went 3 inches into my face, missed my eye by like by a centimeter or two. And I spent 4 hours in surgery. My dad almost had a heart attack. They had to revive him because he just saw he wanted to see what the injury looked like. And when he saw it, he passed out and had a cardiac arrest. He also saved a girl from getting beat up that week in the hospital. Like, it was crazy, right? On top of that, my friend got hit in the face with a baseball bat at a baseball game with his catcher's mask off, right? I didn't even know all that because we didn't have social media. Anyway, I'm in the hospital 5 days. I'm getting IV'd. Had splinters. I had to hold my head down, pull it out with a vice grip, like the stick was in my face, right? I have a Teflon cheek, so we joke, Teflon Don. And I just want to say that Mrs. Mortillo's is the one that got the ambulance. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. She passed away. And she really helped me that day, man. I was freaking out. I was screaming, somebody help me, somebody help me. And my friend turned completely white, Brian, who's a podiatrist in Brooklyn now. He was like, can you take it out? And I'm like, no. He's like, shit. Ran up to this girl, screaming, help me. She never forgot it. She, Mrs. Mortillo, never cursed. She goes, what the fuck is going on, Chucky? You okay? She goes, sit down. Do not go look in the mirror. I'll kill you. I'm serious. She literally said, I will kill you if you go look in the mirror right now. Do not do that on me because I don't want you to pass out or anything. I was like, Jesus Christ, right? So my adrenaline's pumped. I don't feel any pain. I don't remember any pain. And this thing hit me in the face with the force of a bow and arrow. So now they take me to the hospital, but they can't operate right away. And they have to wait because I ate food at 4 o'clock. All right, so this happened at like 4:15, the accident. It happened right off the first ramp. So now they're waiting, and that's when my dad came in, tried to look at me, passed out. Now my mother's like, where's my husband? And they're like, oh, he's in the other room, in the emergency room. They're trying to revive him. She's like, what the hell is going on, you know? It was just crazy, bro. I was like, yo, this is nuts, you know? I was very, I don't know how to say it. I was just very touched by everybody who came to see me in the hospital. A guy came and cut my hair, Nino. This guy, Nino, he had me cracking up. He said, keep the nurses out. Like I said, my dad had to subdue some guy that was beating up a girlfriend of my sister's because she was there in the hospital with her kid. And this guy starts hitting her. And my dad takes his glasses off and puts the guy on the ground. He's like, bro, I'll snap your neck. I was like, my dad's the man, bro. I was pretty proud of my old man for stepping in. So, yeah, that's a really emotional day in my life. April 10th, 1985. I'll never forget it. My friends will never forget it. They couldn't believe. And rumors started, too, that I was on an ATC because I had a three-wheeler, and it wasn't. It was on a bicycle. So that was a whole nother thing that I thought was funny. You know, people say whatever they want. And then getting back to my friend Patrick, he had stepped to the right, took his mask off. The kid didn't know, and the kid was warming up with the baseball swing, you know, in between pitches, and he hit Patrick right across the teeth. So the funny part of that story is, I get to school, and he goes, "What happened to you? You look like something happened." I go, "Yeah, I got a stick in my eye." He goes, "Oh." I go, "What the fuck happened to you? You get your jaw wired shut." Because he's like, "Well, what happened to you?" He's like, "I got hit in the face with a baseball bat." I'm like, "That'll do it." He's like, "Fuck you." He's like, "Fuck you." That shit was dope. Patrick. Oh, man. I miss all my friends. You know, when we were kids. It was like no big deal. But anyway, yeah. I dealt with some shit, man. And then I had some other accidents where I had a concussion when I was younger. I jumped off a big 5-gallon pail, 8x4 plywood board with a bike with hard plastic wheels. Go figure. Like, I knew what I was doing. And I was so whacked out. The concussion had fucked me up so bad that they asked me who took me fishing. It was this guy Freddie. But I'm over here going, Mark Raskin took me. It was a kid. It's like, yeah, no, Freddie took you. Like, I don't think he's there yet. You know. So yeah, I've had my share of injuries. I was called Evil Knievel. I jumped 8 garbage pails on my I think it was a Torker. I had a Torker bike, and I snapped the bike in half. My dad wanted to kill me. He's like, "Guess who's walking?" Like Sebastian, you know? You broke the bike. You better make your own money and get another bike. I spent all that money on the bike. Right. You know what I mean? I say right to my head, not to him. I'm in my head like, right. Fuck. I'm screwed. Anyway, I kind of drifted there for a minute because I had a lot going on in my head. But I appreciate you guys watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. Sometimes I think that people are like, "This guy's got too much energy." But I think some people really enjoy the energy, and those of you that commented about my energy, really appreciate it, bro. I'm ADHD, or I think it's a lot of POT, but don't tell anybody, you know what I mean? So, you know, that was the one thing. I bodybuild, and I would still, you know, partake in the Mary Jane. I wasn't a drinker. I'll have a little drinks here and there now, but I'm going back to the gym later. Today's my first day back in a couple of years. I was heavily into the gym, like heavily. So if you go look at my page, I got some pictures when I used to be on stage and bodybuilding and dieting and all that stuff, you know. Anybody wants any tips or has any questions about that stuff, or you have a kid who's contemplating, you know, supplements or something like that, please reach out. I'll tell you no. I'll tell you no unless it's like you know, one of those things where it's like a life-wasting disease you have and you need that. But I would suggest against it until you're older, because I didn't mess with my stuff too much when I was young. But when I was older, I did. And, you know, there's a lot of risk, and you got to do a lot of blood work. So I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm just saying, anybody has anything like that going on in their life and I can help, let me know. I'll explain exactly how things work, and, you know, or if you're already doing it and you need to know how to get healthy, I can help with that, you know, and tell you what to take. So that's something I was passionate about for years, you know. But that's something that's very serious too nowadays. I see it online, you know. People could get stuff on the internet, and when I was a kid, it wasn't like that, you know. So now it's more prevalent. Like, just like everything else. I mean, we give kids hormone blockers. We give people testosterone that normally wouldn't take testosterone, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of differences now. So it's not that big a deal. It's not totally frowned upon to do certain things. It might be for you, but I'm saying in society it's starting to ease up, because when I was a kid, man, everything was so taboo. Now it's not that taboo anymore, and they thought I was crazy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still standing here, still breathing, you know? I didn't go that crazy with stuff, but I wasn't afraid to try stuff, you know? Especially with the bodybuilding. I wanted to win. I'm a competitive guy. So when it's time to compete, I'm willing to almost eat sawdust, whatever it takes to win, coach. You know, I was that guy. Mighty Mike Quinn helped me. Heinz Senor helped me a lot. Heinz, this guy from Venezuela, holy shit, bro. He would push me in the gym, I'd throw up. People are like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, no, I need to push because I won't do it alone. You know, you give up, you know? People are like, that's not good for you. I'm like, you're absolutely correct. But I didn't give a shit. That was my problem, you know? I wasn't even caring about my own health because I was like doing all the blood work. So I'm like, whatever. I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. So anyway, be safe. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do. Call me names. I don't give a F.